I will be speaking about security. I will not be speaking about firewalls, IDS, IPS, antivirus at all. I'll be speaking about the data-centric security. I will be speaking about integrity, non-repudiation, and compliance and the confidentiality, which has been stated in our IT Act 2000 Amendments 2008 and the IT Rules 2011, which has recently come in this April, last April. So when we are moving from governance to e-governance, we are making everything accessible to the citizens with a single click. So the visibility of the data is increasing with every project we are implementing. The efficiency is, of course, increasing. From the manual work processes with lost bandwidth in finding the files as well as status of a particular work item to a central system that allows for tracking of work status. Analytics, we can do a lot of analytics when so much of data is easily available by e-governance. And of course, this has been made possible via IT implementation, the technology which we have at present. In the old system, when we were not having so much of technology benefits to implement this kind of e-governance projects, we were having, you can say, adequate level of security, because when we were not able to find the data in the offices, in its the hard copies were not so easily accessible to even to the right people, there were very little chances of getting it compromised by the wrong people as well. So what can't be accessed can't be under threat in the traditional environment. And what can't be found can't be under threat again. So if I cannot fetch out the information, or I cannot do the proper searching and sorting in that bundle of information, probably I cannot misuse that data till the time I'm getting access to it. So these are the few use cases in which lot of sensitive information has been stored in the databases, as well as the sensitive information is flowing in the wire. So just a quick look at the project CCTNS, where there are you can say data fields like criminal details, lost or unauthorized property details, passport verification, ongoing case details, picture biometric data, citizen information, armed possession details. So these are few of the critical elements which will be either flowing in the wire during transactions, or it will be stored in the databases, which this information, if compromised, can have a very wrong impact on the complete system. Such easiness to any of the you can say genuine user, or even to the citizens, there can be some misuse scenarios, like I can query the system to show the top 10 transactions by value in last 10 days. Once done, it may facilitate someone with criminal mindset to make demands on parties involved. And whether the published information on a website or any other public media lead to an uncomfortable situation for the parties involved. I can again query the system to show list of people with highest number of properties in any area, and it may again facilitate someone with criminal mindset to misuse the information. So again, it may lead to uncomfortable situation. In our IT Act, in the amendments 2008, the section 43A mentioned that if the body corporate who is storing the data, or it is storing the personal identifiable information, and it is wrongly misused, or it is compromised, then there can be like corporate shall be liable to pay damages by the way of compensation to the person who is affected. And it may again lead to financial penalties to the organization and loss of reputation for the department. So security is also becoming very important in terms of maintaining the integrity of the data, confidentiality of the sensitive information, and non-repudiation. When I am doing any transaction, I should not be able to deny at later point of time that I am not responsible for it. So this is the complete summary of my slides, where I want to talk about integrity of the data, where no one should be able to modify the information. non-repudiation of transactions. No one shall be able to deny the transaction he has done. And encryption, which is confidentiality. So I should be having some measures, some technological measures where I can maintain confidentiality of data. Not each and everything is sensitive, so I need a proper classification of data first. Then I need to identify which data requires what level of security. Control the access to data. Not every piece of data is needed by everyone, so I need to provide access to the data only to the genuine users. Control the type of queries, searching and sorting. Control the amount of information that can be fetched. And also add the security aspects to bring adequate level of security for the identified data elements when those are identified. And as security is an ongoing process, it should be run continuously in the system. So there should be proper audit trail and reporting in the system. So every day we can review the security of the critical data. This is how the IT Act says how to ensure confidentiality of the data. I can talk about this after the presentation. Then this is the way of doing digital signature, where I am ensuring integrity and non-repudiation in any kind of transactions as per the IT Act. Then how to ensure the identity of the person. There is a legal validity given to the PKI, where I am using certificate-based authentication to prove my identity. So just apart from username and password, which is an easier mechanism to break, we need to ensure that there should be strong authentication for users who are accessing the data. And there
Kumar sir, 1/4 of a second, please.
Sure. And then there are server, you can say machine-to-machine level authentications, where lot of transactions or lot of responses in mobile governance or in the interactions with the central data centers to the state data centers, where again the integrity of the transactions and non-repudiation of the transactions will be required. So there should be a mechanism where that data can be digitally signed. It can be encrypted before it leaves the safe premises of the department or of the state data center. And again, when we start doing this kind of non-repudiation integrity exercise, confidentiality exercise by encryption of the sensitive data, there are a lot of technical aspects related to it, lot of key management on which becomes easier if that is done using the specialized equipment sitting at a central location. So that process has also to be taken care of. A little bit about SafeNet. We are one of the oldest security company on the globe, have largest chunk of encryption engineers, and we have presence in India since last 12 years, where we are providing confidentiality, integrity, and non-repudiation solutions in government as well as in finance sector. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar, for an excellent presentation.